Hey guys, Thor here, and I'm joined by Chris Bass from WarFighter Airsoft. WarFighter Airsoft is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that helps out veterans and military members by giving back to the community and bringing them into the world of airsoft. Give us some details on what it is, what you guys do, and how you go about doing it, and how they can contact you for information on if they want to participate or be a part of it, anything like that.
So our goals with WarFighter is to basically just introduce airsoft to other veterans, and that, you know, when they get out of their military service, a lot of times they're going to be in unfamiliar areas. It's really hard to transition. For a lot of people, it's really hard to transition, especially for like myself, being in the infantry. It doesn't really correspond well with the civilian world. No. But airsoft does help translate that. It does get me into an area that I'm very familiar with, I'm comfortable in. And in all honesty, the airsoft community is a great thing in that the community is either military veterans, law enforcement, or people who appreciate those that do that, you know, that are willing to make those sacrifices. Yeah. So it just puts these veterans that are going through these hard times in a good spot, you know what I mean?
So what do you do? Like what, I know that we've gone out to like SC Village, a couple other events. You guys were at the Legends of Airsoft game that we attended. When you go to events like that, what's your goal for bringing people to WarFighter, or already presenting something to the people who show up that are veterans? Now I know that you guys require, sadly, because there is a lot of stolen valor out there and a lot of people that claim the fame and haven't really done it. WarFighter does require proof of service, whether it be a DD-214, military ID, anything like that that has actual valid proof that you did serve in the military. I know you guys do that, but what do you bring to events that is there to help the veterans and active duty military members?
A lot of things that we'd like to do. Our basis is we'd like to introduce new veterans to this sport, and what we'll do is we'll bring them out on any given day, a Saturday, Sunday, whatever works best for them and their schedule, and we will pay for everything that they need to play, from their admission to the BBs, to the kit, to the gun. We'll provide everything, so all that veteran has to do is just show up. A lot of times we like to grill up burgers too and provide that lunch experience. And what our real goals are is that airsoft is a fun hobby, but what we find is that the therapeutic side of things comes from being around other veterans, other guys that know your experiences. They've been there, done that. You can share the same experiences and you won't be judged. I know it's for myself personally, there are things I will never tell my wife, I'll never tell certain people in my family, but then just any other veterans, when we realize we've got a lot in common, good to go, stories we'll share, and then that's where a lot of the therapeutic aspects come in, and that's what we want to provide. And we know that airsoft at times can be an expensive hobby to get into. Especially when you're in the military or you're just transitioning, usually budget's kind of tight. So we like to try and provide as much as we can to these veterans. We like to do a lot of giveaways when we can, and you know, anything and everything we can do, we try to help the veterans as much as we can, just to provide them, get them in the sport and have some fun.
Definitely. And I know a lot of the companies, distributors, manufacturers support that, and you've had a lot of donations for your raffles for military members, which is always a good thing. So if anyone's interested in donating, again, you can go to WarFighter Airsoft on
our Facebook page and our email. Our email is warfighterAirsoft2012@gmail.com. Now, if you want to donate gear, here's our policy, is that we require brand new in the box. That's simply because we can't, I don't want to risk giving a used gun to a veteran who's kind of iffy, a little on the fence about playing this game, and then immediately have something that's not working for him.
Right.
So we want to have just brand new stuff if you're thinking about donating gear. Speaking of donations, I really want to thank you guys for donating to WarFighter. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
So thanks a lot.
No problem. Well, Airsoft has helped me. The biggest thing with me is being able to be around other veterans, being able to experience something that I'm familiar with, but everyone leaves at the end of the day okay, you know.
There's no
but also the integration of civilians that play with me to where I can have that ability to help others. Like, I like teaching. That's why I do the boot camp courses at Tac City, because I like teaching the next generation safety and tactics. So that's my therapy, is going to places where civilians are at and being able to impart some knowledge of what I've learned to them. So that helps me integrate back into the civilian world, and it's helped me out quite a bit. It's geared towards veterans. So the raffles, everything, it's for veterans to hang out, relax, have some fun, and get into, hopefully into a hobby that's good for them and will help them. It's a good organization to donate to if you're a veteran, to get a hold of, if you want to get into airsoft and check it out. Or if you just want to hang out with some guys and just talk shop, you come and hang out. That's pretty much what I do when we hang out. We just go and hang out, play some airsoft, and BS all day.
It's all about having fun.
Yeah.
And like
it's stress relief. You gotta blow off steam.
You know what's also great about this, that I didn't even intend, but it just happened, was that the networking.
Oh yeah.
You have one vet who needs an employee for his business, and then all of a sudden another vet shows up
who needs
a job, and the next thing you know, they got employment. So it's a secondary prize that we didn't even notice what happened, and it's great. But ultimately in the end, it's all about getting the veterans together and having some fun.
Yeah. So make sure you check them out, WarFighter Airsoft. Again, they are a 501c3 non-profit, so they really rely on donations, and they rely on the good of other people to help them continue their mission. But he also has his own little personal offshoot of that, which is his YouTube channel, his Facebook page, and his Instagram, #Hollywood, where you can follow his personal likes and interests away from WarFighter Airsoft. And that is basically a way for you to
have some fun on my own. Because as much fun as I have with WarFighter, and I love doing it, it's still a job. There's still a lot of admin and legal stuff I gotta take care of, so it can be stressful. And with #Hollywood, that's where I get to go and have fun and do whatever I want.
Remember, #Hollywood is going to be his own personal stuff, so if you have any questions about WarFighter, make sure you direct that towards the WarFighter pages. Thanks for joining us. Again, make sure you check out Chris Bass and all the great things he does for the sport of airsoft and the military veterans out there. It's a great thing to have in the community, and it's definitely good for the veterans. So thank you very much for coming by, sir.
No, thank you. Thank you so much for helping me out.
All right, guys, until next time, take care.
Charlie Mike, continue the mission.